Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more FIFA 20 Career Mode rebuilds here today on the channel. If you want to see more rebuilds like this, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions, and feel free to leave a dislike. The main objective of my FIFA 20 Career Mode rebuilds is to win as much silverware as possible on Ultimate difficulty, with an emphasis on transfers and tactics to win at all means against the top European sides, our rivals, and getting to finals, with the main objective of winning the UEFA Champions League. Also got to give a huge shout out to Mr. Rebuild himself, Jared HD. I've made the decision from now on that all my FIFA Career Mode rebuilds will be a culmination of my episodically released Career Mode series. A bit of a montage, if you will, so we can have the best of both worlds. Hour-long Career Mode content and episodically released videos. Now, understandably, this style of edited rebuild will have some slight continuity errors within my commentary, calling things episodes and asking for signings and feedback when the series is already concluded. But apart from that, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this hour-long Career Mode series, and I have more to come. Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new FIFA 20 Career Mode series here today on the channel. We're going to be playing as Newcastle United here today. We're going to be doing a 500 million rebuild, a 500 million financial takeover series and challenge. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestion for the series and players you would like me to sign. The main objective of this series is to win as much pieces of silverware as we can in one season. Obviously, the financial takeover of Newcastle is still looming, so I thought we'd have a fun challenge here today. I'm going to be going out and signing players that are linked with the club, players that would look cool in a Newcastle United kit, and some players that are on the move potentially in the summer transfer window and are looking for new clubs and their contracts are expiring. So the first player on our list, we've signed Kylian Mbappe for 198 million. I could never see Mbappe joining Newcastle. However, he does look cool in that Newcastle kit. He's French, so there's a long history of French players at Newcastle. And the betting odds always seem to fluctuate regarding Mbappe. They really like the idea of it. We've also gone out and signed Koulibaly from Napoli for £66 million, strengthening our defence. 28 years of age, 88 overall. The Senegalese international will join the club. There's actually been a fair few Senegal players at Newcastle as well. I've also gone out and signed Edinson Cavani for £22 million. His contract is expiring, but it does look likely that he might be joining Atletico Madrid. I don't think he's joining the Premier League, but only time will tell. As you can see there, his contract is expiring. Philippe Coutinho is currently at Bayern Munich on loan at, of course, from Barca. The former Liverpool man might like a stint in the Premier League. I don't think he's probably ever going to come back, to be perfectly honest. But there have been rumours circulating for his Premier League return. Ivan Rakitic, the Swiss-born Croatian international, 31 years of age, 85 overall. His contract is expiring, but it looks like he's more than likely going to go to Seville, where he was before he joined Barca. So this is the squad we're going to be playing with. I'll try and keep as many Newcastle players in the starting 11 as I can that I'd like to use. So we've got Mbappe, St. Maximin, Coutinho leading the line, Rakitic, Vidal, Longstaff in the midfield. His contract is expiring as well. We've got Danny Rose at the left back, Lascelles, the captain, Koulibaly next to him, Yedlin on the right back position, Dubravka. I've also gone and signed Willian and Cavani. We've got Longstaff, his brother, Shelby, Shah, Joelinton, and a couple of others on the bench. So hopefully this team is good enough to compete in the Premier League. We've got 3 matches here today, the first of which is against the Gunners. We face Arsenal, and then Norwich and Spurs as well. So also, guys, there hasn't been some uploads on the channel. I personally just needed a break from this channel. I've also been incredibly busy. I'm a fourth-year university student, history student, so I finish up this year, which is cool, but I'm still insanely busy. I have been uploading to YouTube, technically on my second channel, on Simpzy Total War. If you want to go check out PC strategy games, I recommend checking out that channel. And I got a bunch of early access games that I really wanted to play and showcase for the guys who like strategy games over there. So I got a bunch of Troy Total War, also Warhammer stuff over there as well. So I do have two other channels that I run full-time. One I run full-time, the second not so much. But if you're interested in PC strategy games, I do have that on the channel. And I also wanted to start uploading on this channel again once I could commit to regular uploads. So we've got the Newcastle career coming out now. I want to do some more FIFA 20 on the channel, but I also want to go back to Football Manager 20 as 2020 as well. So we've got some Football Manager coming over, coming a lot more onto the channel over the next couple of months. But I am in the bit of the process of just planning stuff ahead. So let me know in the comments, career modes, suggestions you'd like to do. Football Manager does really well on the channel along with career mode, so I think I want to do more of that, but let me know feedback in the comment section down below. But let's get stuck into our first match of the Newcastle career. So Arsenal have Aubameyang. They've signed Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth, which is interesting. Pepe, a couple of others, but a strong squad. Arsenal did win this 2-1 I think in real life, but Kylian Mbappe, the number 9, to bring back Alan Shearer's legacy, finds Rakitic. Longstaff charging forward now. Arsenal on the counter attack. Nicolas Pepe finds Bellerin. It's Aubameyang to get the shot on target at Dubravka. Coutinho. Rakitic puts it wide to the right. Yedlin dropping back. Koulibaly. How good does he look in the Newcastle kit? Mbappe to Rakitic now, turns his man. It's Ivan Rakitic to get the shot away. That's something special there. Making Leno go to full stretch. A top-notch save from the German goalkeeper. Rakitic now gets a second shot. He's really running the show this match. The Swiss-born Croatian international. He's played in countless football academies around the world. Saint Maximin from range just goes over the post. We're putting a lot of pressure on Arsenal, but it's only a matter of time before we score. It's only one-way traffic for now. And Pepe up the other end. I don't like this. It's Nicolas Pepe. 1-0 just before the 34th. Nicolas Pepe to make it 1-0 there. And my defense is more than likely going to let me down, especially fullback-wise this season. I want to try and keep my fullbacks and my goalkeeper where we can. Vidal holding up the play well. Danny Rose. Rakitic turns his man. Mbappe turns David Luiz. The two former PSG players collide. And what a finish from Kylian Mbappe. The new number 9 at Newcastle makes it 1-1. And hopefully can bring this match back. What a beauty. What a perfect bending finish there from Mbappe. Turns David Luiz excellently. And finally, Leno is beaten. Kylian scoring his first goal of the Prem. Come on, United. Newcastle, that is. Longstaff finds Saint Maximin. Rakitic to Mbappe. Nice ball over the top. It's Philippe Coutinho to get tackled by Kieran Tierney there. Torreira. Ozil. Ryan Fraser, the former Bournemouth man. He's got a lot of potential from what I can remember. It's not an uncanny signing. Kieran Tierney on the overlap. The ball comes into Aubameyang. Pepe trying to get his second there. It's still 1-1 at St James's Park. Tierney looking to find Ozil. And somehow Aubameyang's got the second shot there. Coutinho looking to break in the 60th minute. Now Coutinho finds Mbappe. Rakitic Puts an amazing ball over the top at St. Maximin. Oh, and he's been tackled in the box. That's a pen, ref. Come on. Alright, it's time to make some substitutions here now. We've got the likes of Edinson Cavani on the bench. We've also got Willian and Almiron. I want to try and use Longstaff as well, his brother, Sean's brother, where we can. Vidal gets an amazing back heel from Longstaff. Almiron there from range. Curl this one in, please. Yes, it's Almiron to bin it there in the dying embers of the match. We have run through the Arsenal backline. It's Almiron, one of the core Newcastle players, of course. I want to try and keep some of the core players, but to make Newcastle competitive in the Premier League, we're basically going to have to rip out the spine of the team. But Almiron there makes it 2-1 against Arsenal. The thing is right as well, with these new players like Rakitic, Vidal, you're going to bring out the best of St. Maximin and Almiron and whatnot. Vidal, Longstaff, to Mbappe, couldn't curl it around. But that's it, the full-time whistle has blown 2-1 against Arsenal. We've won our first match of the season. I'm hoping Mbappe can challenge Alan Shearer's goal-scoring record. Okay guys, welcome to the second match of today's episode. We've just come off at a win at St James's Park. We're going to be playing the second match of the Premier League against Norwich. We're going to South East England to face the Canaries. Let's get stuck into them. So normally this would be sort of a contested affair, of course, but now with our financial takeover, hopefully we can blow out the Canaries here today. I am using Fiverr's realism mod, of course, which I forgot to mention at the start, and we are playing on ultimate difficulty. I'll put his mod in the description below. St. Maximin, Mbappe starts off the scoring just before the 14th. It's Kylian Mbappe to score at Norwich with an absolute sensational strike there, just outside the edge of the area. Celebrates to the camera, soon to be Newcastle United's top goal scorer. It's Kylian Mbappe, and he is dominating the Premier League. Right into the bottom right there. Mbappe curls it around the diving Norwich captain, rather. And Max Aarons as well. He's a pretty good player with potential. Norwich on the break here. Duba from range. Puts it into the crowd. Mbappe. Rakitic. Back to Mbappe. A really nice 1-2 pass. It's the Croatian international. Please! It's Ivan Rakitic. The 31-year-old still has pace in him. Just to make it 2-0 there. Away at the Canaries. We've got to get that home record and away up and running. A nice 1-2 pass there from Mbappe. Rakitic makes it 2-0. Just before the 28th, scoring his first goal of the league, the new number 10. Man, Rakitic is dominating the show here. Mbappe, St. Maximin, to put his name on the score sheet, and he does. 3-0 just before the 45th, and we're running away with this victory here against the Canaries. I'm also still learning and using this team. Looking at my overall weaknesses, Dubravka's going to be letting in some shoddy stuff this season, of course. And my fullbacks, although they're pacey, the final ball and crossing in the final third might be severely weakened. But I feel like my midfield structure for now is still quite strong. My midfield three, Rakitic, Vidal, Longstaff. Rakitic pushing, creating, Vidal holding, being the box-to-box midfielder, and Longstaff being that little bit more defensively minded and sort of well-pass placer. We've also got his brother coming on now, along with Cavani and Willian. Cavani, Longstaff, it's Matty Longstaff to score his first goal of the Newcastle United campaign, although he doesn't overly look like that, but the red hair, you can recognise him. It's Matty Longstaff, the number 43, to make it 4-1 here, 4-0 here, rather, against Norwich. Matty breaking away, takes a little bit of a heavy touch but curls it away. It's Matty Longstaff to make it 4-0. Hopefully he can score a couple goals for us in the attacking midfield role. But it's so weird seeing him next to Edinson Cavani. So cool. Zimmerman trying to create something for Norwich. Coutinho comes in with a flying tackle. And it's going to be a yellow in the end for his challenge, which is a shame. Longstaff trying to push up and recover. Koulibaly can't win the header, but Zimmerman gets it a goal. Willian on the break here now, trying to create a counter-attack for Newcastle. It's beaten Max Aarons there, which is easier said than done. He's quite a pacey youngster. Cavani now can't get the final ball in. Willian back at it again. He gets a second chance here, looking to curl it. And if he had that a little bit more under his control, he might have got that up and around. But Willian, the former Chelsea man, puts it wide of the right post there. Incredibly close. Krul looking to bring it out from the back. Another Newcastle former player, which is interesting. Maybe we should bring him on as a sub. I always remember in the World Cup when Louis van Gaal brought him on and they won that penalty shootout. Cavani. Oh, that's what I think of Tim Krul, not necessarily his Newcastle career. Norwich trying to create something here. They got Pookie, Cantwell, a couple of good players. Aarons with a huge potential trying to whip it into Pookie. It actually comes close to Dubravka there and he has to tap that one out. Coutinho finds Vidal on the inside. Cavani puts an amazing ball over the top. The target man, not known for his passing acclimate, but Willian there. Coutinho gets the shot blocked. Norwich sitting 3 players deep. Cavani turns his man incredibly well there. He's got a shot at goal here now. It's Edinson Cavani to beat 2 to make it a whopping 5-0. It's a goal fest. It's a goal montage against Norwich here away. Edinson Cavani puts his name on the score sheet, the number 19, and hopefully that's a sign of more things to come. Beats one with a tremendous piece of skill, curls it around him. Krul. Inch perfect. A wonder goal there by Edinson Cavani. He's such a great guy as well. I love Edinson Cavani so much. He's a good career mode and football manager player. I highly recommend him because his contract does expire early in most games. Longstaff trying to get it away, but it's 5-0 against Norwich in the second match of the Premier League. So in our first match of the season, match day 1, we've managed to beat Newcastle 2-1. In the second match day of the season, 5-0. And you already can see the divide in class. We'll play against Spurs in the next match. Alright, welcome to our third match here today. So we've played 3 matches back to back on their match day. So we're going to be playing against Spurs here now, against Jose Mourinho Spurs. Let's see how we go with our huge rebuild. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at Newcastle. To be honest, if Stevie Bruce has kept the job, will Poch come in? Will Mourinho come in? Who knows? To be perfectly honest, Rafa Benitez may be coming back, but we're going down to the new White Hart Lane Stadium. We're going to be facing Jose Mourinho Spurs. Let's see who he's going to be fielding here today. Kane, Ali Lo Celso, Mora, Davis, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Serge Aurier, and Lloris. So nothing has really changed too much. Tactically, it will compared to Poch, but we're going to be facing a solid Pochettino / Jose tactical Spurs side. But we're currently undefeated, 2 games in the Premier League. Hopefully we can make it a third this time around. Spurs have the kickoff. Mora back to Ali, looking for the incisive pass. Goes safely back to Sissoko. The ball's pinging around there for Spurs. Lo Celso puts an incisive pass. Mora nearly curls that one around dangerously. Mourinho furious. Has chucked Ndombele on the bench. Coutinho now. Just needs to be the last man. Gets the shot pressed and wasn't a favourable deflection. I was trying to get it to St. Maximin if it fell to him. Vidal cuts back now. Mbappe at the edge of the area. Oh, what an amazing piece of skill move there, trying to get it to Ben Davies. I don't believe that from Mbappe. If I ever saw that in a Newcastle shirt, I'd be blown away. Dele Alli now counter-attacks to make it 1-0 just for the 25th. Having 1-0 down away. Dubravka, there's no way you're going to be saving that with the power and finesse from Dele Alli. He scores his second of the league. Rakitic. Oh, he's tackled in the box. That's a penalty. So the main objective of this series is to try and win the Premier League, get that Champions League football back at Newcastle. And personally, I'd love a cup run. If we could win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, I'm sure that Newcastle fans will forgive this rebuilding phase. Rakitic now looking to step up. Hammering it in the left-hand side, and Lloris saves. No! I do find that penalties do get saved a lot more on this difficulty. Oh! Nearly getting deflection there on St. Maximin. Ball whips in. Rakitic. Oh! Putting it in the top right there. St. Maximin keeps on going. Yeah, he got caught by 2 Spurs defenders. Up the other end now. Still 1-0 down. Dele Alli looking to drill it low and hard. Sometimes you don't catch them. Koulibaly, what? Why was that a penalty? Oh, Vidal. Look how much of a beast he looks as well in the Newcastle kit. The number 6 has picked up a yellow, unfortunately. For what infraction? I'm not entirely sure. Nah, he dropped him in the box, but come on. Ndombele getting a personal training session there. Kane steps up and he slots it clearly. Jose Mourinho's Spurs are running away with it here. They got some randomness. They got some RNG luck on their side there. We missed our penalty. They converted theirs. 2-0. It really could be a draw or 1-0 to be perfectly honest. But Harry Kane, England's number 9, scores his first goal of the Premier League campaign. I can't wait to see who makes top 4 as well. With this new injection of cash, most of these players were from foreign sides, but Longstaff there has brought it back. It's Sean Longstaff to break the deadlock there. A nice little flick on to make it 2-1 just for the 73rd. So we're not down and out for the count just yet. The Magpies against the Cockerels. I guess that's what Spurs are. Let's make some substitutions now. Willian, Almiron, and Cavani can come on as well. I want to keep Mbappe on as long as I can, so we'll drop into the cam role. Bergwijn. What a signing Mourinho's managed to pick up with him. Serge Aurier. It's another foul here. Danny Rose picking up the yellow. Yedlin. Nice ball. Davies with a really top-notch tackle there. It's Son Heung-min. Come on, Matty. Sean Raleigh, you got to be doing better than that. Vidal. That's it. We're not going to get anything from that. The full-time whistle was blown. Unfortunately, our unbeaten run only lasted 2 matches, which is a shame, but so be it. On match day 3 of the Premier League, Jose Mourinho's Spurs were triumphant over us. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more FIFA 20 Newcastle United rebuild careers on the channel and some Football Manager content coming out. So let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for this particular series and other which you would like me to do on the channel. I've got more career modes planned. There's still a fair few top European sides I haven't played as. Atletico Madrid. In the Premier League, we've still got the likes of Wolves, Sheffield United, Southampton, West Ham. We've also got AC Milan. I think even like Celtic, maybe Ajax, maybe like Copenhagen in Denmark. There's a fair few career modes we haven't done yet. But Football Manager-wise, I haven't really dipped my toe in too much to it this year. So we'll probably do a lot more top-notch Premier League sides. Because I've only played as Spurs, really, this year. So stay tuned for potentially a Football Manager United, Chelsea, Manchester City career on the channel. Alright, much love from Australia, guys. Thank you very much for all your support. Wherever you are out in the big wide world, take care of yourselves. Peace. We're going to be continuing upon our league campaign with 2 matches here today. The first of which is against Liverpool. Then we face Manchester United. It's the United Derby, you could say. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series and players you would like me to sign. We are doing a 500 million financial takeover rebuild challenge as Newcastle. We've brought in an abundance of players, some that are completely unrealistic, some that are rumoured, and players that are available in the upcoming summer transfer window. So we're going to have a lot of fun. In the last episode we managed to beat Arsenal. We did lose against Spurs, however we managed to beat Norwich. We're currently sitting on 9 points in the Premier League, while Liverpool and a couple of others sit a point ahead of us. We currently sit and sort of hover between 3rd to 4th place. The main objective of this series is to try and win as much silverware as possible in our first season. I'd love to win the Premier League, along with going on a cup run in the EFL or FA Cup. Rightio, let's get stuck right into the match. St. Maximin on the break, burning Alexander-Arnold. Couldn't quite curl that one around. Mbappe, Vidal, Kylian Mbappe on the break here now. It's 1-0 just before the 14th minute there. It's Kylian Mbappe to make it 1-0 just before the 14th. What a finish past Alisson in goal there. In the final third, Newcastle looked more dangerous on the break. A great ball in. Matip beaten right into the bottom right. Kylian scores his 4th goal of the Premier League season. Come on, Newcastle. Let's go, go, go. Rakitic now dropping back into midfield, the attacking midfielder. Longstaff now, back to Rakitic. He lets it go through. Mbappe's on a brace now. It's 2-0. Give him just one opportunity and he'll convert. It's Kylian Mbappe, the French international, slowly but surely working towards beating Alan Shearer's goal record. I wonder if he can do it this season. 5 goals already. And looks like Newcastle might get the 3 points over Liverpool here today. Mane with a good back heel. Fabinho pushing forward now. Mane looking for the incisive pass. Finds Roberto Firmino. Firmino puts it aerially. Whew. Rose couldn't get that one, but it was nearly a goal. St. Maximin on the break. Beats one. Ronaldo chomps to Matty. I keep on calling him Matty. It's damn Sean. Sean now. Whoa, that's an absolute rocket from midfield. I didn't expect that one. It's Sean Longstaff to make it 3-0. Heavily rumoured to be joining Newcastle United at some point in the future, I hope. 2-0. Sean makes it 3-0. His brother scored in the last match as well. St. Maximin 4-0. What is going on at Liverpool? I think they're just trying to press, harry and close down on the break. But these balls on the counter-attack are just so deadly. It's St. Maximin to make it 4-0. I've really ripped out the spine of what this Newcastle team was. But if we're going to compete and try and win the Premier League, it's necessary. But I do like that some of the previous squad players under a previous regime are still getting up on there. St. Maximin, a really good player. I actually signed him a fair few seasons ago in my Leicester career in the Premier League before he even moved to Newcastle. I saw his potential there. I really think he's a fantastic player that they've managed to pick up, St. Maximin. Let's try and do some substitutions now. Let's bring on Willian. Let's bring on Cavani. Now, I'm going to drop Mbappe to a cam because I've been substituting him off in the previous episode, but I'm actually probably better off to drop him to a cam because he's probably still like an 86, 85 rated. Like, even though he'll be exhausted in the cam role, he's nearly better off deploying there than like Matty Longstaff. Because even if he's exhausted, he hasn't got the stamina and pace. I just need to remember and recognise that. He's on a hat-trick here now, Mbappe, and he's gone and done it. 5-0 against Liverpool. We have just absolutely run through Liverpool's defence like a hot knife through butter. 5-0. Kylian Mbappe claims his first hat-trick for the Magpies. Coutinho now, back against his former club, wants to put his name on the score sheet, and he does! Coutinho has celebrated and scored against his former side and is going to drop down and give me 20. 20 push-ups, flexing in front of the Liverpool home crowd, saying that he's gotten stronger since leaving Liverpool, joining Barcelona and Bayern, now Newcastle. He's gone on to bigger and better things. I'm joking. I'm just sort of rubbing the salt into the proverbial wound there for Liverpool fans. 6-0. And Mbappe, with 3 attempts, has scored 3 goals. That's a hell of a conversion right there. But we don't often blow away scorelines like this, but Liverpool were just not at the races. Alright, let's get stuck into the second match here today. We currently sit in 5th of the Premier League. Spurs are 1st. Liverpool in 3rd. Manchester City in 2nd. United pretty far back. Mbappe is currently the 3rd top goal scorer. Jose Mourinho is leading the Premier League, which is quite apt because we did lose against him. So it's going to be a tough race between the Cockerels and the Magpies this season. But let's get stuck into Newcastle United. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to St James's Park. Welcome to Newcastle. We're going to be facing Manchester here today. It's the United derby, you could say. Let's get stuck into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's United. Fernandes. Who is that on the right-hand side? Some Russian-Ukrainian dude? I don't even know how to say that name. They've got De Gea in goal. Bailly in the defence. Shaw. Okay. Fred. Matic. Victor. Genkov. Talisi Genkov. I don't know how you'd say that. But an interesting opposition. Now, I always dread facing United at St James's Park because they always score fantastic goals. Juan Mata scored a crazy free kick the last time I watched them play. Whew. Ball comes in there. Yedlin wins the header and Fred clears it. Oh, it's a good save and recovery there from Lascelles. Vidal just gets the shot blocked. And now United are trying to push on the break. Yedlin. Coutinho drops back. A nice little flick on there. Mbappe now, looking for the through ball. Mbappe has found St Maximin. The two Frenchmen are on such a similar wavelength. They're oozing with confidence together. It's St Maximin to get the shot at David De Gea. Any other Premier League goalkeeper probably want to save that. But Dave's up there with the best. Oh, Maguire, Bay trying to build something back. Oh, Rakitic has slipped his man there. He slipped Maguire. Rakitic now waiting for the through ball. Vidal, please. Oh my God. David De Gea. There's some crazy stat that he can, like, some seasons save 12 to 9 points individually. Rakitic now for the second. Oh, it had to take 2 attempts there. It's Ivan Rakitic to make it 1-0 there to break United's deadlock. We were on such a good run, beating Liverpool 6-0. United really came to defend this one. But it's taken 2 attempts. He saved the first, spilled the second. And Maguire, I thought that is ridiculous from Maguire. What is he doing? He's like blocking De Gea's vision and pushing it further towards Ivan to score his second goal of the Prem. St Maximin now. Wan-Bissaka trying to track him and he can't. Burns Wan-Bissaka. Actually contained pretty well there. Wan-Bissaka won. Typical. 1-1. or 1-1. Fernandes. To Victor Kolosnikov. I have no idea what that guy's name is. Anyway, through ball comes through. Let's see our substitutions. Yeah, so we'll bring on Cavani. We'll bring on Willian. Yeah, I quite like Mbappe at the cam. I do want to try and bring on Matty, though. Sean can come off. Obviously, in real life, Sean and Maddie scored an absolute screamer against United. Hopefully, he can do the same here. Mbappe's flicked through Coutinho now. The former Scouser. Coutinho, can you make it 2-0? And the shot's blocked. What a stop shotter he is. Oh, good recovery from Mbappe. Still have sportsdirect.com and the bollard there. Can we get rid of that, please? Dallo's coming on. Mbappe is tracked well. Cavani looking to slip his man. Maguire. Cavani. Oh, what a save, man. David De Gea is on top-notch form. We've only managed to slip one goal through him. How's he saved that? Cavani, such a world-class striker as well. How did he miss that? Oh, De Gea, Willian. Whoa. Ping-ponging everywhere there. Is it just going to be the 1-0? To quote Jose Mourinho, 1-0 is the most beautiful result in world football. So, guys, unfortunately, on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Newcastle United Financial Takeover Rebuild Series. We've beaten Liverpool. We've beaten Manchester United. We have lost against Spurs. We've beaten Arsenal. Depending in the next episode if we can beat Manchester City and Chelsea, we should be able to secure that top 4 finish at Champions League football, then push on to the Premier League. I also would like to have a cup run if we can. If we can win the FA Cup or Carabao, do the double, I'd be more than happy. But thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Newcastle United series. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Let me know feedback and suggestions. And yeah, also just let me know suggestions for career series as well. I still want to upload more FIFA on the channel, so let me know top European sides. A couple I haven't played as yet: Sheffield United, Atletico Madrid, Celtic. If any of those, like AC Milan, if any of those tickle your fancy, let me know in the comments and I can do that. Or we can move on to some more Football Manager and start recycling through the Premier League's teams, because it's been quite some time since I've played with them at Football Manager, probably a year. So maybe we should do some Football Manager series. Let me know in the comments. In today's episode, we have 2 matches. The first of which is against Chelsea, and then we face Manchester City. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series, and players you would like me to sign. We are playing on Fiverr's Realism mod as always. Let's get stuck into the Newcastle United Financial Takeover Rebuild. In the last episode, we managed to push further forth to that top 4 finish. We currently sit in 3rd on 19 points, just behind Man City on 22, Spurs in 2nd. So, the main objective of this series is to try and win the Premier League, also go on a cup run in either the FA Cup or the EFL Cup. We've managed to beat Liverpool this season. We beat United in the last episode. Arsenal, we did lose to Jose Mourinho's Spurs, however, but we have managed to beat Norwich on the bounce as well. We're going to be facing Chelsea here today, away at Stamford Bridge. Let's get stuck into Frankie L's, I guess. I was going to say Frankie P. Frankie L's boys. Chelsea Football Club at the Shed End. Let's get stuck into them. Let's see how he's evolved this squad. Big news coming up in the world. Timo Werner looks set to sign for Chelsea, which is crazy to me. I don't know why more Premier League sides shouldn't be absolutely jumping on him. I understand Liverpool's case. The financial isn't really a reason. It's the position and playing time. But I would nearly move out one of those front 3 of Mane, Salah or Firmino to get Timo Werner in. You'd get an absolute just war chest from selling one of them, and bringing in Timo Werner, in my opinion, would be the perfect replacement. But if you did go to Chelsea, they've got the money, and also he's guaranteed first team football. With they're rebuilding that front 3, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, and Tammy Abrahams as well. Let's get stuck into Chelsea though. Kovacic charging forward there. Yedlin coming centrally from fullback. Can't get the tackle off and has allowed the shot on target at Dubravka to go ahead. Pedro now. Vidal. Coutinho. Rakitic on the break. Finds Mbappe. Splits out to the left. Sean Longstaff's gone forward. The block's favourable to Mbappe, and Newcastle continue to go. It's Vidal to get the shot blocked. Man, oh man. They're throwing a lot of bodies back there, Chelsea. Pulisic. Umtiti. Wow, they signed Samuel Umtiti. Okay. Yedlin comes out with the tackle there. Jorginho. Alonso. Pulisic is dominating me on this left-hand side there. What a ball in. That was a little bit on target. The delivery and quick reaction to do so was tremendous. Dubravka trying to bring it out from the back. Koulibaly only just gets it past Mirchi Batshuayi there. Vidal. Longstaff. Rakitic. How's he gotten that pass through? Mbappe. Can he beat the last man? He turns. It's Kylian. How's it gone over the bar, man? We should be at least 1-0 up. It's all one-way traffic. It's all one-way Magpie traffic. The ball comes in now. Lascelles. Oh, it's at the bar, man. Oh, it's been incredibly back and forth in this one, but I think we've had 2 chances for every Chelsea one. Pulisic burns Yedlin. Koulibaly has to come out. Lascelles. Koulibaly. Oh, come on. Oh, Koulibaly. Ah. 1-0 just for the 54th there. Defensive cohesion was really eroded there. Koulibaly, Lascelles and Yedlin couldn't maintain a superior position, and Michy Batshuayi there's broken away to make it his second goal of the campaign. Ball comes in, Dubravka clears, only as far as Jorginho. What a ball from Kante. And Chelsea are back at it again, recycling the same passing move. The ball comes in, Dubravka saves, thankfully. Dubravka trying to bring it out from the back. Coutinho flicks on to Sean Longstaff. Vidal. Mbappe. Mbappe sees the amazing run of St. Maximin, who's burnt Azpilicueta. Beats Azpilicueta, not by much though. Puts it along the deck. Coutinho has to finish this. And he's brought it back there, sticking in between the sticks. 1-1 just before the end of the match. In the dying embers here, we've managed to run through the Chelsea defence and at least at this point clinch a draw. Good on you, Philippe Coutinho, finishing it there with his right foot, scoring his 3rd goal of the Newcastle United Premier League campaign. Look, a draw in this match away at Stamford Bridge, I can work with it. I can work with it against the young and enthusiastic Frankie's boys. Rakitic now. We might be able to get something on the break here if we're lucky. Mbappe, Vidal. No, we squared it too far back now. Just trying to be safe. Oh, we're getting into the final third. We might get one last chance here. Rakitic, Longstaff. Please, Mbappe, you've got to finish this. No! That was the chance. That was the opportunity. And he spilled it too far forward. Oh, that's unlucky from Kylian Mbappe there. 1-1 is the score. Alright, welcome to the second match of today's video, guys. We face Man City. We're 3 points behind them, 1 point behind Spurs. Liverpool are in 4th, Arsenal 5th, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United sit in 6th. Chelsea 7th, which is crazy to say. Mane's the top goal scorer. Mbappe's is Newcastle's. Yedlin has picked up a red card, so we'll bring on Lazaro, a right-back Austrian player. Haven't heard much about him before. I did have to look him up because I knew his rough career trajectory, but he's an Austrian international. A very good player by all accounts. Came up in the Rasenball. It might have been Leipzig. Was it Leipzig or was it Salzburg? Anyway, he's in the Red Bull system. Overall, and was at Inter Milan when they picked him up, but they've loaned him out to Newcastle. Very quick, very high octane, right-sided fullback, 77 overall. He's on loan, so he's not a permanent signing. Alexandro is playing on the top left-hand side for Man City. I know Pep Guardiola likes to invert and play traditional players out of their traditional position and try and test them and evolve them. But putting Alexandro as a left winger, the former left back, is a bit crazy, if I do say. He's got pace, he's got passing and stamina acumen, but finishing, I don't think Sandro is very renowned for that. Kun Aguero to find Gabriel Jesus. Jesus back to Aguero now. Curls it just right of the post. Longstaff on the break here now. Oh, he's got to finish this. And Edinson saves. Mbappe trying to get the second delivery. Whoa, 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 whoa. Finish it, please. Oh, my God. How have Man City held on to that one? Rakitic. Coutinho now. Oh, my God. This goal saving towards the end. Rakitic now. Back to Mbappe. Oh, what a sensational finish by Kylian Mbappe. What technical ability to curl it around Edison there. What a finish. That is really a magnificent goal. Good stuff there by Kylian. We've got the draw against Chelsea. If we can beat Manchester City here today, that's 4 of the top 5 scalps we can take. Sandro cuts back, the former Juventus international. International? He's a Brazilian international, but former Juventus player. St. Maximin has to come out as Dubravka hits the deck. Mbappe, back to Vidal. Vidal, St. Maximin. Rodri. Sandro. Sandro. Manchester City just looking for the last incisive ball into the final third. But I think there's been a foul there. Oh, it might have actually gone out when they were pinging it along the deck there. Okay. Well, this is going to allow me to make a substitution. Cavani, Willian, and we'll bring on John Joe Shelby. It's really been the Longstaff twins show. Let's bring on John Joe. Jesus has managed to score just before the 70th. It's 1-1 against Man City. Look, draws in one of the 2 fixtures that we played this season is okay. We can make it work. But Jesus there, this might be a very drawy episode, I guess. Vidal, Rose. Oh, come off it. Laporte has intercepted that there, and that was our opportunity. Well, unfortunately, guys, this was a very drawy episode. Sometimes you have a winning spree or a lost one, but I guess it was sort of boring draws. No side could be decided within the initial 90 minutes. So unfortunately, it's time to end it here. Thank you very much for watching episode 3 of the Newcastle United rebuild. We're still in a favourable opportunity to push and get that Champions League football and that top 4 finish. We still should be able to go on a cup run as well, but only time will tell. Thank you very much for watching episode 3. Stay tuned for episode 4 coming out either tomorrow or the next couple of days. My name has been Simpzy. Make sure to take care of yourself out in the big wide world. Much love from Australia. Peace. Here today, we can decide the Premier League season's outcome. On the final match of the season, we face Liverpool. Hopefully, we can lift the title here today. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see Season 2, as we have qualified for the UEFA Champions League. If not, we can move on to something else. We're playing on 5 as Realism mod, of course. We're playing as Newcastle United. Unfortunately, the captain, Lascelles, has picked up a red card. That's always infuriating when the captain on the final day manages to pick up either an injury or a red card, because he won't be able to join in with the festivities, if we win, of course, here today. Unfortunately, we got dumped out of the FA Cup and Carabao, so it all hinges upon the Premier League. Let's get stuck into Liverpool. However, already this season, we did beat them quite heavily. So we've made top 4. Hopefully we can win Newcastle United's first Premier League title. Let's get stuck into the Scousers here today. They got Martip in the defence. They signed Allen from Napoli, which is really quite interesting. But let's get stuck into them now. Wijnaldum, Mane, Firmino. Oh, it's a really heavy touch, and Koulibaly manages to recycle and trying to get it clear. Oh, that's a really nice high-octane press there to close me down. Oh, come off it. That's so unlucky. Mo Salah and Liverpool have scored from it. From that quick recovery, I thought we were in the clear. Mo Salah scored 26 goals this season. That's insane. Longstaff. Mbappe. Trying to get 2 magical flicks on, but he can't quite. Mbappe back to Vidal. Coutinho turns his man. Coutinho goes for goal against his former side. Scored against them in the last time we played Liverpool, which was really great to see. Hopefully Coutinho can get on the score sheet against Liverpool. St. Maximin gets the ball through. Mbappe, Rakitic. Oh, Rakitic, would you believe it, has burnt Van Dijk there. And Mbappe's away. And he scored, running through the Liverpool defence. In the final third there, like a freight train, it's Kylian Mbappe to make it 1-1. Absolutely bins it, scoring his 27th goal of the Premier League season. He's definitely Newcastle's top goal scorer for this. Hopefully, he can win the Golden Boot for the Magpies. Oh, a nice 1-2 pass. And it's Yedlin, the American international. It's Yedlin to make it. Wow, okay. What a finish to make it 2-1 there. The American international, the former Spurs man. It's Yedlin to hammer it into the bottom left there. I'm blown away. I knew he had rapid pace. He was high octane in the final third there. But to score against Edinson so clinically, it's really a fantastic goal. A wonder goal there by Yedlin, and his first of the season. Alright. 2-1 just before the 49th. Our stamina's not too bad. And Roberto Firmino makes it 2-2. Gets his name up on the score sheet. And Liverpool are back in it. Mane now. Wijnaldum. Liverpool still could come out with a win in this one. We need to close this down. Yedlin goes skidding forward there. Wijnaldum now. Share, you got to save those passes. Oh my god. Liverpool so dangerous going forward. A good backheel. Salah makes it 3-2. It was probably only a matter of time. It's Mohamed Salah to make it 3-2. And Liverpool are back in this one. 27 goals. I guess he's like drawing with Mbappe goal-wise as well. Oh, good header there. Coutinho manages to collect. Rakitic tries to get the flick onto Mbappe. He's still got it. It's Kylian. Yes! 3-3. 6 goals in the final match of the season. And Kylian Mbappe stands in front of the Newcastle faithful at St James's Park, scoring his 28th goal of the league. The draw will surely be enough to send United through as champions. Rakitic now in the dying moments. Keita, Allen, Liverpool looking to surge forward. Firmino drops back. Allen, the Brazilian, the former Napoli man. It's a bit of direct one ball there. Longstaff. Oh, that's poor from Longstaff. Why don't you pass along the deck? Mane, Liverpool, Mane. How's he fluffed that one up? I don't believe it. In the 90th minute there. Dubravka looking to bring it out from the back. Koulibaly calls for it but gets tackled. He's okay. Holding composure. Mbappe finds Sean. It's up to Sean Longstaff. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, if that was the winner, if that was anyone else, he probably would have clutched it. But that's it. She's all over Red Rover. I'm officially delighted to announce that, thanks to the £500 million financial takeover rebuild of Newcastle. We have won the Premier League in our first competitive season. Wowee. I can't wait to go through and show you guys the stats. Bit of a shame that Lascelles won't be able to get up there and lift the trophy. But regardless, let me know in the comments, guys, if you would like to see Season 2 of the Newcastle Career Series. Although, we've hit my main objective this time around of winning the Premier League, what I set out to achieve. Newcastle's first Premier League title. Should we do Season 2 or maybe move on to another career series? There's still a lot of top-notch European sides that I haven't played as just yet. Atletico Madrid, Celtic, AC Milan. There's also a couple of Premier League sides as well. Southampton, West Ham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, all on the table for career series. If not, we can maybe move on to some more Football Manager, or maybe just let me know feedback and suggestions. Mane, unfortunately, has won the Golden Boot over Mbappe. Here's the team of the competition, though. Dubravka, Rose, Koulibaly, Mbappe, Aguero getting there. But although we share the 3-3 draw, we still go atop of the Premier League. We dominated and sealed the title on 97 points. Liverpool finishing in second, just shy behind of 92. The league was really decided between us. Jose Mourinho's Spurs finished in third, Man City fourth, United had a terrible run. Wolves and Everton are going to battle at the FA Cup, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's United in the FA Cup final. Barca and Bayern are in the Champions League final. Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Norwich got relegated. Wolves finished in 9th, Everton 10th. But by one goal, Mbappe finished just behind. Salah on 27 as well. Coutinho was up there as well, trying to break into that top 10 bracket. But I don't really know why I've got a 67 manager rating, to be perfectly honest. Saying so, well, I brought Newcastle United their first Premier League title. Mbappe shot up a +2. Here are the overall stats and goal assists. Mbappe scored 32 league goals. Coutinho 13. Rakitic 13. Maximin 13. Cavani scored 5. Koulibaly got up there with 5 as well. Willian with a decent amount of assists. The top assister for Newcastle was Rakitic on 24. But unfortunately, I've got to end it here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Support FIFA 20 Career Series, and I'll do more on the channel. If not, we maybe can move on to some more Football Manager. Let me know in the comments. Make sure to take care of yourselves wherever you are out in the big wide world. Much love.
Unfortunately,
from Australia.
guys, it is time to end
some other
the
potential
video
job
here.
openings
Thank you
as
very
well.
much
My name
for
has been
watching.
Simpzy.
Like and subscribe if you haven't
Goodbye.
already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just going looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon and Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce